What's the price of freedom? For some on this 4th of July, it was a trip to the Rio Rancho City Center. As displays funnel down the street, one catches the eye. On the back of the float, a model of something that does the opposite of float.
I'm Stuart Blakely, and I was born and raised here in Albuquerque.
Blakely knows all about submarines.
It's called the attack scope. And then this is the intake mast or the snorkel mast for the diesel engine.
His knowledge of submarines coming from his service.
I spent 10 years in the Navy on submarines.
And during his last 4 years,
It was fate.
a miracle happened.
I was assigned to the Albuquerque. It was the only one named for someplace in New Mexico.
From 1989 to 1993, he was the only one on the submarine from Albuquerque.
Well, I thought it was pretty cool. It was good to represent home.
Sometimes out in the water for 3 months.
You leave port and don't come back to port anywhere for 90 days.
Blakely quickly discovered the submarine named for his home became just that.
My favorite memory is of each of the crew members that I served with.
But on this 4th of July, Blakely's crew is the U.S. Submarine Veterans.
And they support submarine veterans and other veteran groups.
And at the end of the day, the crew gets a surprise. A 3rd place win on a day in which the price of freedom could never be placed.
Freedom is something that we sometimes take for granted unless you have served in the military and you understand what it took to gain that freedom. It's like I say, freedom and independence is everything.